has been 75 years since the liberation of Auschwitz, and this year 49 world leaders attend the 5th World Holocaust Forum, uniting against hatred, anti-Semitism and racism. In Thailand, Israeli embassies, together with family members of Holocaust victims and the public, attend the World Holocaust Day. Six candles are lit to commemorate the lives of 6 million Jews and 5 million non-Jews died in the Holocaust. Historians estimated that the Holocaust victims include LGBTQ individuals, disabled people, gypsies, Poles, Slavic people, and members of political opposition groups. More than 200 Holocaust survivors and family members have returned to Auschwitz to mark 75 years since Auschwitz camps was liberated. With the concern over high level of anti-Semitic intimidation and violence in several countries, survivors of genocide raised their concern and vowed the two words, never again.
And millions of others by the Nazis and their collaborators in the Holocaust.
In the video statement for the Holocaust Remembrance Day in Thailand, the United Nations Secretary General strongly affirms that the world must recommit to preventing any repetition of the hate crimes.
The resurgence of hatred in recent years, from violent extremism to attacks on places of worship, shows that anti-Semitism and other forms of religious bigotry, racism and prejudice are still very much with us. 75 years on, neo-Nazis and white supremacists are resurgent, and there are continued efforts to diminish the Holocaust and deny or downplay the responsibility of perpetrators. But just as hatred persists, so must our resolve to fight it. Today and every day, we commemorate the victims of the Holocaust by pursuing truth, remembrance and education, and by building peace and justice around the world.
Those who perished in the Holocaust, with your presence.
Israeli ambassador to Thailand foresees that the gathering of world leaders on the World Holocaust Forum is a powerful message for fighting against anti-Semitism. He also addressed the lesson learned from the Holocaust.
The Holocaust is actually a manifestation, the worst manifestation ever of intolerance. Jews were killed only because they were different from others. Only because they had a different religion, they had different clothes. This comes to the very essence of xenophobia. And this is a very worrisome phenomena in the world. And it's true that the world is getting worse in this sense in the last couple of years. And that's exactly the fight that we have to fight. We have to educate ourselves that if somebody is different from you, that does not mean that he's not equal to you. And that's a very, very important message, that it takes a lot of time to educate ourselves and act on it. The Holocaust is actually a manifestation, the worst manifestation ever of intolerance. Jews were killed only because they were different from others, only because they had a different religion, they had a different clothes. This comes to the very essence of xenophobia. And this is a very worrisome phenomena in the world. And it's true that the world is getting worse in this sense in the last couple of years. And that's exactly the fight that we have to fight. We have to educate ourselves that if somebody is different from you, that does not mean that he's not equal to you. And that's a very, very important message, that it takes a lot of time to educate ourselves and act on it.
Every year, President of Germany, German Chancellor, and high-rank officials participate in the Holocaust Remembrance Day in commemorating the victims of the Holocaust. At the Holocaust Forum in Jerusalem, German president expressed his deepest sorrow and vows that Germany's responsibilities does not expire.
Some people in Germany who say, look, it's enough, let's stop all this. This is 75 years ago and let's move on and look towards the future. But I think this can never stop because it's one thing to teach people what happened in the past, but it's another thing to also make a connection to the present. And I put it in a larger context also with ethno-nationalism, with racism in general. And it's a tough fight, and it starts, one thing is like when you commit criminal acts and crimes, but it starts much before to create awareness that people say, look, it's not good to discriminate a whole group just because they belong to a certain religion, just because they belong to a certain ethnic group, just because they have a different political conviction. You say bad things about them and you generalize that. So the fight is continuing in Germany. It's a fight that we are not alone in this fight.
In Thailand, most people are not resonant with the history of the Holocaust. Thai youth who joined the Holocaust Remembrance Day expressed that the Thai curriculum focused more on Thai history rather than the global ones. He added that the Thai education system must prepare its learners to become global citizens.
I think it's not enough. For in the present day, we have internet, but it doesn't reach every student in Thailand. So it will be matters if we have world history more in curriculum in the school.
75 years on, world leaders raised their concern over the rise in anti-Semitism, xenophobia, racism, Islamophobia, and hatred against indifferences. Many people worried that the lesson might not be learned and urged the global community to fight against this hate-based phenomena that pose threat to the global community. Chalanthorn Yothasamut, Thai PBS World reports.